live now. We shall never speak of that again.
Speak of what?
What were we talking about?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you want the stuff we were talking about earlier, I kind of go into the new rules. We talked about them last week, the night before I got sick. With the Monday group, instead of playing our session last week, we just talked about the rules changes. And if you want, that is on the YouTube channel.
Okay, cool.
My my YouTube channel. After tonight's game, I will post a link in there if y'all want to
all
see
those
it.
rules apply to both campaigns.
They do not. Again, as I said earlier, our campaign will just finish out the 2014 5th edition rules. And then next campaign, if we decide to do another D&D campaign, and I'll be honest with you, after we finish this one, we're playing something else for a while, because I'll need a break. I don't know what we're going to play, but we'll play something else.
All right.
By golly. And honestly, we'll probably go back to playing Stars Not Number again. Although we may do something different. I may have y'all.
1, 2, 3.
I may have y'all be military officers or something. And if I do, I'll put Jonathan in charge, because y'all need an adult. Good God. All right. So, who wants to give us a recap of what happened last time in Heroes of Limetown?
I mean, I think it's my turn. I haven't done one
Please,
in a
because
while.
I have not done my homework.
I did. I listened. So we were in the southern wastes where we left off, and looking for Mitherstone. Soren had a map, pointed the way south. We headed that way, and pretty quickly we ran into a wasteland dragon. The wasteland dragon has a magic breath that has a gravity function that was pretty interesting. Pretty fun fight. Everybody got some good licks in. Cole brought down some eagles, but he wanted to bring down eagles, but he got 2 bears.
And the bears slammed into the earth like it was raining bears.
Yeah,
It's
and they were
raining bears.
from high up in the air. I did a bunch of crossbow shooting. I also was locked to the ground for 2 rounds from the gravity. So it's a pretty good fight. I mean, lightning bolt from Soren. Soren does more lightning bolts. I ran out of bolts. It was just a pretty good fight, and we ended up killing him in the nick of time because Cole was 1 nick away from taking a dirt nap.
Yeah, 3 naps.
Yeah. So, and then after that, we found a bunch of Mitherstone, filled our bags up, and I think that's where we left off.
That is.
I was opening up the portal. Yeah.
Actually,
yeah.
You hadn't gotten to that part yet, because you guys said you wanted to harvest the dragon that you just brought down. So let's go over here to where you guys are. Torka, you're still concentrating on Bless. How long does that last?
Oh, like
I think it's an hour.
I think it is an hour, but
let me look that up and just not take your
No,
word
I got
for
it. I got 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 it. One sec.
Up to 1 minute.
1 minute.
I love Jonathan. I'm pretty sure it's an hour.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
That's some Chris Head action right there. I'm telling
that
you.
is some Chris Head action.
He learned from the best.
Oh, it's totally
exactly.
an hour. Yeah, I just looked. It's an hour. All right.
Oh no! I would not say that. Oh, I just looked. It's an hour. It's like I feel like it's an hour. That's a Chris head.
I
right
feel
there.
strongly that it's an hour.
Mhm.
All right. So, yeah, you guys are down here. The dragon is dead over here. Why is it so far away from y'all? I know that at one point it turned to try to flee for its life. What happened?
Lightning, maybe?
Did
we came
lightning
to
happen?
mine the Mithras stone,
Oh, yeah, we killed him over
so we
here.
kind of ended up there. But
Yeah, we came down to get the stones.
Yeah, it looks like it was Chris Head hitting him with lightning.
yeah,
Probably.
but Levis was kind of the damage MVP. Soren always does more than anybody, but I went and tallied the numbers, and he did 103 points with just crossbow bolts.
Listen, Battle
Compared-
Masters can start putting out damage.
That
That's
was crazy because it was resistant to everything, right? Compared to 126 of Soren.
because
Cole
in
did like 18 and got knocked down several times. And Torka only did 40 if I counted that right, but he did jump on the back of the Wasteland Dragon, which pretty much ensures your place in the song that retells the tale,
plus
even though I haven't written one.
Yeah.
yet.
plus Torka was having to save people's lives.
Yeah. Plus, I kept having to forego damage to bring people back alive.
Yeah, people being Cole.
Somebody,
Yeah,
yeah, right.
Oh, I did want to bring this up
Appreciate it.
as a question for the group. I was watching a video from a channel that a D&D channel that I watch a lot. You know, they they do live play stuff, but they also like do discussion type stuff. And one of the things that I found out that they've been, I guess, toying around with. You know how in our games, I've always had it to where if you want to take a potion, it's a bonus action. But if you administer a potion to someone else, that's your action.
Mm-hmm.
And so one house rule that they've developed that they've been using is that if you take a potion for yourself, you can do it as a bonus action. Like let's say you take a healing potion, right? You take a healing potion, it costs you a bonus action. You roll, see how many hit points you get back. But what they said is their house rule is that if you want to use your action to take the potion for yourself,
Oh, cool.
if you take the action, then you get the full amount.
You get it all.
You get it
That's
all.
kick ass. Yeah.
And I like that trade-off because there's times, when you guys are like, "Oh, I really need hit points, but I also need to do damage." And so it would make you guys, think more.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
God,
cool.
oh God, am I going to take a potion? Am I going to use a bonus action so I can still do some damage because, this thing's not going to kill itself? Or am I so jacked that I need to take the full action to heal myself? Do you guys like that?
I think that's pretty
Yeah.
badass.
Cool trade-off.
Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll make that a house rule for this campaign. See how it works, and if we like it here, then maybe I'll pop it on my Monday group.
I think that's a good yeah. I think that's got merit. It makes you think.
All right, so the rest of you have huddled around the dragon while Torka, you just sitting down back here, or what's going on? Are you
I'll
like
come up
sitting?
here.
Oh, okay. I was about to say,
Sorry.
are you
He's
sitting
taking
down
a
on this
piss.
I thought he was
rock?
still
or-
mining.
You got your
Last minute
cloaca?
mining.
You airing out the cloaca? What are you doing down there? All right.
Taking a dump. Taking a dump.
So
You'll get no help from me.
let me look.
I'm pleased with that.
Let me look at our exotic harvesting list. What are dragons? Dragons are arcana or nature. So, if you are proficient, I'm going to say this slow because I always have to explain this to y'all. If you are proficient in arcana or nature, that means if you have a bubble by that skill, which means you're adding your proficiency bonus as well as your ability bonus. If you have a bubble by that skill, if you are proficient in arcana or nature, then you are entitled to make a roll to harvest this creature. Now, you are not rolling your skill. Let me say that before somebody just pops off and does that, because you guys have done that before. It allows you one roll on the creature harvesting macro, which is, if you look under the macro section, which is called collection now, it's under exotic harvesting, not animal harvesting. Now, this is a huge creature, so only 3 rolls in total can be made to harvest the creature. Also, I will tell you this. As you walk over to this wasteland dragon, which you remember breathed force, magical force at you. This is the same type of force found in the spells like Magic Missile. And I think Disintegrate is force damage too. Chris said, is that true? If only we had a
I
sorcerer
think
here
so.
for me to
I can't
ask.
swear. I can't swear to it, but let me take a look. Let me take a look to it. Spells, disintegrate. All right. Let's see. Sorry, just making sure I've got this right. Where is the damage on this thing?
You've got it right, baby.
Yes.
I'm looking at it right now. It does in fact do force damage.
Yeah, I couldn't find what damage. Yeah, there you go. Cool.
So
Yeah, it
that
does.
was the kind of damage that this thing was projecting out of its body. And as you come over
Gross.
here to this wasteland dragon, which you remember, you were told by Kypernia before you came out here to the southern wastes that these wasteland dragons eat magic items,
Mm.
and it's part of how they subsist. As you get over here, this thing, there's kind of that same magical energy now, kind of crackling all over its body, almost like arc lightning in places.
Oof.
Seems a little unstable.
Okay, let's move quickly then. I'll harvest. Who else can harvest?
I can.
Who else knows a little something about ancient magic
Is gonna
or
sit
nature?
down on the ground and do a little meditating.
I definitely have proficiency in arcane.
All right.
Do you, Loomis? Do you know anything
Or-
about the natural world or the magic world?
No, but if you need me to hack something open for you on the dragon, let me know and I will.
Okay, I'll let you know.
All right. So, Cole, tell us how you cut into this creature. How are you harvesting this creature? Are you harvesting specific pieces?
Yeah.
Or are you
I'm
and are you using a dagger or a knife? How are you doing this? Paint us a picture, Cole Fiery
Okay.
Buckle.
All right. Yeah. Cole is he's going to use his dagger and he's cutting into the belly. He's going like straight to the middle to try to see what this thing has eaten, because he's kind of curious from I guess from a creature, having never seen or fought a wasteland dragon. He's kind of curious about this creature.
All right.
Gonna see what he's been eating.
As you penetrate the belly
Christ.
with your blade, I need everyone within 10 feet, and that's all of you, I believe. Yeah, that's all of you. Everyone within 10 feet of this dragon to give me a DC 18 dexterity saving throw.
Whoa.
You've killed him! Everybody remember, you're within 10 feet of me.
Not
Yay.
everyone. Not everyone.
Hmm.
Because Cole is outside of there. But Loomis and Soren both benefit from your +4.
Soren needs it.
Yeah, I sure do.
Torka.
Yeah, I'm the one that gets screwed here.
Torka, unfortunately, you benefit from your own aura, but not that much on this time, my friends. Cole, as you plunge your blade into this thing's belly, its form explodes with force energy.
Cole, how do you kill Torka?
It's as it's as it's as if it breathed on you like it did earlier. All right, so everyone except Torka takes 33. No, I'm sorry, takes 16 points of damage. No, wait, hang on. Yeah, 16. Torka,
Okay.
you take the full 33.
Oh lord.
Okay. Well, I forgot to say as Cole was cutting into the dragon that also, if you were looking at him, he had sweat and blood on his brow and was looking really bad. So after this explosion, he's looking really unconscious.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cole gets knocked back against this cliff face, this crag, and he is down and dying.
Is there just dragon guts all over us?
Yeah,
Like he-
it's like, remember that video of like the whale blowing up on the beach?
Yeah.
It was a little like that.
It's like you cut into the sphincter when you're field dressing an animal and just boom.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
All
Apparently,
right.
my Arcana is not enough. I didn't know not to do that.
But did you get good stuff, Cole?
You did in fact get 50 gold worth of parts.
It's all
And
it's
Soren,
all it's all inside your tunic and everything.
yeah, it's all laying on your lifeless form.
It's in your mouth.
You did or no, Torka, you do find a pair of Dragon Balls around your neck. They wrapped around your neck like a bolus.
Ugh.
I kind of hate
Ah.
myself for saying that, but
It's okay. you what was it? How many gold pieces worth of parts?
50.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
And I love
uh,
that you're taking that.
Cole got
Yeah.
50. Cole got 50 gold worth of parts.
But since he's
Um,
dead and dying,
Well, no,
Soren
he's
went
not.
ahead and took care of that.
He's not dead. He is dying. Leave it to Soren to be like, oh well, yeah, but how much are these parts worth?
Well,
And
I'm just gonna say it's already spread out among the party members. The 50 gold pieces worth of
and
parts.
and Soren, you found 25 gold worth of parts.
Yeah.
Cole, because your friends have made no move to help you, and
I'm gonna go help him.
in fact, because one of your friends was like, yeah, but how much gold is it worth? I would like for you to make 3 death saving throws.
Wait a minute.
Whoa. All right.
All right,
There
so
you go.
you rolled on the first
Hell
one.
yeah.
You stabilize with 1 hit point.
Whoa.
Oh, because the natural 20.
Natural 20. You
Oh,
get
yeah.
1 hit point
First
back, and you
roll.
are conscious again. It's almost like you didn't cut into this dragon, except that you're covered in dragon parts and butted up against the cliff wall.
50 gold pieces worth of dragon parts.
So Cole wakes up covered in viscera with legitimate questions.
Ah,
You can
God.
still make one more roll, which will represent what you can get off of the exploded field of guts.
All right. I'll go ahead and make another roll.
Okay, you go ahead.
All right, Soren, you find enough for 50 gold worth of parts. You find some scales that are still in good condition, and enough scrote that you think you can make a wallet.
There you go. I'll let. Yeah. All right. I'll put that in.
Loomis, you have dragon viscera all in your beard.
Okay. Ugh,
Chunks of
gross.
dragon
Or
guts.
All this. He's
Yeah.
And it's delicious.
pulling it out, flopping it on the ground.
It's all stringy and stuff.
Oh.
You-
Okay.
This is just me waiting for you guys to tell me what y'all want to do.
I know. I'm just writing stuff
Okay.
down. Yeah.
I'm gonna just walk over here. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna just yell, Soren, can you get us out of this blasted place?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, I can. Stokel, let me help you up. Reach down, give you a hand.
Cole, do you wish to be helped up by your quote unquote
You
friend?
accept
Sure.
the helping hand.
Sure. I will stand up from being prone.
Do you consider Soren to be a friend or a frenemy? I feel like that's a fair question.
Yeah, he's
Loomis will attempt to wash out his beard with his water flask.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and try to start cleaning us up a little bit. Using prestidi- ugh, prestidigitation.
And I'm gonna start.
Good one. You did it. You did it. You have to be able to say it to cast it.
That's my rule. You have to be
House
able to
rule.
say it
House
to cast it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna give you
I'll
the
clean,
just shittiest look ever, and I'm gonna be like, clean us up after you get us out of here.
yeah. But I clean everybody up a little bit, and then all right,
Yeah.
everybody gather because we're about to go. We're about to go. Uh,
Is this
uh,
dangerous? 'Cause I'm not feeling
because
too
we're about to
well.
see Carpernia.
Ah.
Yeah, let's. All right, I'll go ahead and open up the portal the way Carpernia told me to,
Okay.
and
Give
as
me
soon as it
a
opens,
history check to make sure that you can actually remember how to do it correctly.
Oh Lord.
hey, anybody want to help me? If help me try to remember. You know, is it okay if I try to take that with the what do you call it? Oh shit, what is it?
What, the thing and the stuff and the people?
Yeah, the guy with the face.
I'm going to remove the Dragon Balls from around my neck
There we go.
and throw them on the ground.
Oh, you don't want to make a soup or something?
No. Torka's completely just
You don't want to fry them up later?
disgusted with this whole afternoon, with
All
this
right.
jaunt.
All right.
This John.
Soren,
Roll a 19.
you do remember how to use the teleportation ring successfully, the portal ring, pardon me, successfully,
Portal ring.
and it brings you back in front of Kypernia's castle in her domain. And as you come back up, you see that same middle-aged arcane spirit looking guy. And I've decided he looks like David Ogden Stiers from MASH. He looks like Winchester.
Oh, nice.
And
Okay.
Lovely.
he comes outside and he sees you, and he sees all of you covered in viscera. And he looks like he's about to, just pass out from an epileptic fit. But he says, hold here for one moment. And you see him hurry back inside. After,
I'll try to.
go ahead.
I'll try to clean up my comrades. Well, as much as I can.
Who do you start on first?
I'll start on Cole.
All right. So you're using prestidigitation to try to spot clean Cole. Cole, for once, you're kind of glad you're not a tabaxi.
Yeah.
Because you can only imagine how horrible you'd feel right now if all this viscera was like caught up and matted in your fur.
Yeah. Cole's pretty much covered in his own blood too. He might be a little much for prestidigitation to clean.
Well, prestidigitation that's what it's there for.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Cole, would you kindly stop thinking?
you're focused on Cole. You're like a mom trying to like lick her thumb and then like get stuff off of a kid. And
Soccer mom's Soren.
before the middle-aged man whose name I can't remember now. You know what? We're just gonna call him Hudson.
David, I'll get there.
When he comes back out, and he is followed by what look to be two just magical energy ghosts. They're kind of formless, almost like amorphous clouds. But between them, they are carrying a large bucket which has a hose dangling from it. It's more like a giant wooden tub. And then he aims the hose up at Torka, and then he hits the little nozzle that the hose is connected to, and a warm jet of water.
This is the most sexual thing I've heard in years.
A warm jet of water cascades
The little nozzle.
over your scaly form, Torka, and it actually feels good.
Okay.
It's not like boiling hot, but it is warm. It feels good on your turtley muscles. But yeah, he's spraying. Every now and then he pivots the hose to try to get like up inside your shell. Get those deep recesses. And then he turns his attention to Loomis. Loomis, you get most of it in the face to begin with because your beard's covered in freaky chunks. So he's getting the chunks off of you, and then getting the worst of it off of your face and your helmet, and you feel the warm water go underneath, the bottom of your helmet and hit your neck, and that feels good too because your neck was dirty. But yeah, he hoses the two of you off, and then he hoses Soren off.
Nice.
It takes all total about 12 minutes. 4 minutes per creature, since Cole was already prestidigitated. And then he's like, well, it looks like you two have seen some adventure. Or you four, pardon me.
Oh, certainly.
Calling two.
Surely you must be hungry.
That sounds lovely.
That we're hungry? That does sound lovely. I'll eat.
Very well. If you would follow me. And he takes you inside, and you've been through here before. They took you to the side entrance when you first showed up. Before they bathed you thoroughly, before they would let you see the mistress. They feed you at the dinner table, and it's like a 5 or 6 course meal. There's soups involved. There's a dessert course. What tastes like fresh bread. It's a pretty good spread, and for the main course, for the entree, they bring out like legs of mutton, huge chunks of roast, potatoes and carrots, all manner of delights. Au gratin,
Cole is so
taters.
exhausted
Yeah.
that as soon as his belly is even a little bit full, he falls asleep at a table.
All right. What
Got
about
too much delights.
And then dessert is like this super sweet weaponized cobbler with like ice cream on the side and whipped cream all over it.
That's the only way to go.
Weaponized?
Yeah, there's like cobbler that is so sweet that it'll knock you out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna knock you out.
I've actually had it before. Dan's wife makes cobbler that'll knock you out. Torka.
Right.
I don't know that I've ever met Dan's wife.
I don't think you have. I don't think that you have, but his wife Amy makes this cobbler that if I eat it, it will put me under. I'll be like, yeah, that's it. I'll see you
I'm
on the other
done.
side.
Save a seat in Valhalla for me.
So so while you guys are eating, one by one, you all kind of succumb to it the way Cole does. Once you hit the cobbler, it just works its magic, and you kind of slump over in your chair, doing like an Al Bundy on his couch kind of a thing.
And in the pants.
Yeah, but then you all wake up like within a couple of hours, and the servants are all just there. They're not staring at you or anything. They're just there to make sure you can get something if you need it. As you start to stir, they look at you and go, "Oh, do you need refills on your wine?"
Oh, I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you. Should we take the effects of a short rest?
I think I could use a nap.
I mean, we've been napping for 2 hours. That's what I was. That's
Technically, yes, you would have had a short rest when you fell asleep at the table. So if you'd like to, you can use hit dice now.
will do.
It's up to you.
I need him. Gonna get a. Oh wait. Probably not. Okay.
Brother, we can't hear you. Your microphone's too far from your face. Something happened.
Sorry.
All right, we can hear you now.
I can hear you now. The rain is gone. 6 and
Also, remember, you'll probably sleep here tonight. I would think. I mean,
yeah, that's
you don't
what I
have
was
to,
saying.
but you.
15, 6.
Okay.
I know Cole probably felt particularly vulnerable after just hanging around with one hit point.
Exactly. That's the reason why I really was like hitting it.
Yeah.
I've done my
Okay.
role.
That
Alright.
was definitely a short rest, not feeling fully myself, but it's a good nap.
I'm sure you feel better. I'm sure you definitely feel better.
Yeah, a little bit better.
Thank you. Yeah, this is great.
And Hudson, the middle-aged looking servant, says, "Well, now that you're well fed and you're cleaned," and he thinks for a moment, and he's like, "I would say, if you wanted to, you could call upon Lady Calpurnia, but she's not currently here."
Oh, okay. Whenever she's free to take an audience, we would love to see her.
I will send word to her when she arrives. In the meantime, please feel free to retire to your chambers, or the library. You can make use of her home, however you wish. Just don't go into her chambers.
Oh, sounds fair.
You'll know there will be guards posted outside.
Oh, good.
So yeah, what do you guys?
Where I want to go.
I'll definitely go check out the library.
Do we have chambers?
Yeah, you guys have your own sort of set of rooms, but with a kind of a common room, almost like you have suites, like connected suites. And there's like a common living area with a nice sofa and a fireplace and
Well, I'm
liquor
gonna ask
liquor
Hudson.
cabinet.
Oh, nice. All right, so I am gonna ask Hudson. Do you expect, Her Highness, or whatever we're supposed to address her as, tonight?
I'm not sure when Lady Calpurnia will be returning. She she left on some business to meet with, and he kind of gets a furrowed look on his brow with those order people.
Oh, I see.
But in the meantime, avail yourself to whatever my lady has here in her home, her books. If you wish, in the parlor, there can be music made available.
I
Definitely
will.
check the library.
Please
Yeah,
enjoy the hospitality.
Thank you.
What were you saying, Cole?
I'll go. I'll go with Soren.
Okay.
To the
Uh,
library.
all right, Torka, what are you doing?
Man, I think Torka's gonna just go and uh, scope out our living spaces, see if they're safe. Maybe if he feels that they are, maybe do a little meditating.
Okay. Loomis, what are you doing?
We'll do the same. Just take a look around, look at our spaces.
Are you going with Torka, or are you just going off on your own?
I will go with Torka.
Okay. All right.
Join me,
So
my friend.
Loomis and Torka, you head off further into this palatial estate, going in the general direction that Hudson tells you. At first, it doesn't. His instructions, although they're clear, the two of you can't really follow them very well. So eventually, he has like an arcane spirit page boy kind of find you guys and says, "Follow me, my lords." And he runs off
Skipping
down
into
the
the door.
hallway. Yeah. Soren and Cole, you remember where the library is because you've been in there before when you guys were here last time talking to Lady Kypernia.
Yep.
Is there anything in particular that the two of you would like to do while you're in there?
Um, I if I can uh, try to read up more, if I can find out anything more about Shaldor, that would be great. Other than that, just probably just trying to learn more about uh, sorcerer, abilities and and that sort of thing.
Okay. Give me an investigation check, Torka. Or I'm sorry, not Torka, Soren. I got my
All right.
reptiles confused. Pardon me.
Let's see. Sorry, I need to get my character sheet. I seem to have accidentally closed it. Investigation check. Go. Oop, not so well.
With a 10, you don't really find any books about sorcery or Shaldor. You do find a book that it looks like Lady Kypernia tried to try her hand at historical fiction by writing an account of her and her friends holding back Shaldor. Um, it's crassly written with a lot of expletives. It's like a Jackie Collins novel.
Mm,
Um,
filth.
oh yeah, and there's a lot of when they get to the Shaldor parts, there's a lot of F this, F that, F Shaldor's effing wife, that kind of thing,
Ah, filth.
and nothing really of material use. Cole, would you like to look around as well?
Yeah, sure.
You can give me an investigation check.
So Cole's gonna look at first for any things about wasteland dragons, having learned the hard way something he didn't know about wasteland dragons.
Okay.
And he's gonna make a big show of that, like he's gonna say out loud, "I'm just gonna check out these wasteland dragons if there's anything to be found here." But then I have something else he wants to look up too.
Wasteland
first
dragons
for
are
that?
the best.
All right, give me an investigation check as you're looking for a specific thing.
Not so good. Rolled an 11.
With an 11, you don't really find anything other than wasteland dragons. You find a small gnomish pamphlet that talks about why wasteland dragons suck, but it's more of it comes across more as like propaganda, like he's trying to move other gnomes, like he's trying to stir in them the feeling of oh hey, we need to deal with this wasteland dragon problem. You get the gist of the gnome problem with these wasteland dragons was that they're eating magic items, which the gnomes would prefer to study.
Yeah, makes sense. And then if Soren is not paying attention, then Cole is going to look for anything about like changing your form or, becoming something that you're not
All right.
I'm
magically.
totally engrossed in this novel. So I'm completely oblivious.
All right, give me another investigation check, Cole, as you are looking for something specific.
All right, I'll try to do better.
Whoa!
And he does.
Damn!
So,
Boom, diggity.
you do find a book that talks about reincarnation as a spell, which is the magic that was used on you by the jungle druid, whose name I cannot remember now, from Luteska. As you're reading this book, and it's almost like like in Beetlejuice, and they have that handbook for the recently dead. It's kind of like that. So you've been reincarnated. And it's telling you, okay, calm down, relax. You probably don't look the same, but that's okay because you're not dead. It does talk about different alternatives if you want a different form. It talks about powerful magic that can polymorph you and change you. And Cole, you've heard about some of these things. You've been able to polymorph yourself and others before, but you've heard in your journeys that there are types of polymorph that you could cast where you would keep that form on a what's the best way to say this? Indefinite for an indefinite amount of time, so long as it's not dispelled. Then you read about other forms of magic. Mostly, it talks about the most powerful kind of magic you could use, which is a wish spell. But it also tells you that sort of magic is hard to come by and very unstable. You read a bit about it where it tells you should you learn the wish spell and be able to cast it, if you use it for specific reasons other than copying another spell, there's a very large chance you will never be able to cast it again. And then it talks about the hard way.
These are the easy ways, huh?
Do you investigate the hard ways?
Oh yeah.
So the hard way would just be to find an ally or friend that can reincarnate you until you find the form that you like. Which the unspoken part there is that you'll have to die over and over and over and over again.
You'll also have to give me 500 gold pieces worth of diamonds.
Well, no. What you do, Torka, is different than what Cole's looking at. Because remember, Cole was reincarnated. as a paladin, you can revivify and I believe raise dead
Yes, I can.
at certain levels. But what happened to Cole was different magic. What happened to Cole was reincarnation, where he was born in a different form. He was reborn in a different form after Soren murdered him. Or I'm sorry,
God.
after Soren took away most of his hit points, leading to his murder. Is that better? Is that a better way to say it?
Whatever.
I
I'm
murdered
going home.
you.
But
I'm gonna do a Cartman. Screw you guys.
I'm going home.
Torka and Loomis.
Yeah.
The page eventually shows you your rooms. Each of you has a room, and each of these rooms connected to this main common room. It's got like a main common room, and then it's got on either side of the common room, it has two large bath type areas where you can go in, and it actually has running water. Although Torque, you know it's not running water, you know it's magical water. But it will create sort of a large warm bath for you. And there are arcane spirits standing by to administer towels as needed. And then the bedrooms there's like two on each side, and the bathrooms are in the middle, separating each room from one another, but they're connected by doors. And then each bedroom is like a large bedroom with like a king size bed, but it's got like with the four posts and everything, it's huge. But it's got like the frou-frou drapes that you have to pull back and feel sexy with.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sexy time.
each room has a window that it has drapes in front of it.
Okay.
Well, I guess Torka will bite and he will allow these spirits to draw him a bath.
All right.
And Torka is going to get in the bath and he's going to ask a few of these servants to go and fetch him uh, some ale. And Torka's going to sit in the bathtub uh, and drink some beer.
All right. And they have an arcane spirit with like a large wiry brush that offers to clean your shell for you.
Yeah, Torka will kind of nod and
It's been a
point a
while
thumb
since
to the shell. Yeah,
you had a proper scraping.
yeah. I think it was the last time I was here.
So they tend to you. Loomis, what are you doing?
Loomis would shed his probably still somewhat dirty clothing and armor,
Mm-hmm.
and
Huh.
ask one of the servants to clean it, and then do the same. Take a bath, and ask for some ale.
All right. Yeah, and
Relax.
the servants take your armor and your clothes away to see that they are mended and cleaned, while other servants bring you an ale and stand by, just in case you have any other needs. Um, they wash your beard out for you thoroughly and comb it and fluff dry it with towels.
Nice.
And before you can say no, don't do that. They have little ribbons. They put little ribbons in there, little pink ribbons.
Again.
But they eventually bring your armor and your clothes back, and your clothes are completely cleaned. They've been looks like they've been washed and dried, but this happened very quickly, and your armor looks pristine. Your armor hasn't looked this clean in years.
Wow.
There's no dents in it, and it is well polished and shiny.
Well, thank you. How did you do such a good job on that?
And one of the arcane spirits. And as you and again, these are more like they're not like actual like humanoids like the middle-aged guy that you talked to downstairs. They're just sort of amorphous, spirits that flitter this way and that, and kind of do what they're told. He just kind of shrugs politely at you as if to say it's magic,
Okay.
although he doesn't really say that because he doesn't have a mouth.
Okay. Well, thank you, and I gesture towards the bed for him to put it there.
Yeah, and they hurry and take your armor and your clothes. You can hear them open up what sounds like a closet, and it sounds like they hang up your clothes, and then it sounds like they rest your armor up against the the dresser.
And then he says, "Do you have a cigar, perhaps?"
And one of the spirits leaves the room and then comes back with a box of cigars.
Nice. He takes one and says, "May I have a light?"
And yeah, as you ask for that, the spirit actually produces like a magical flame from its ghostly hand. And they also bring a tobacco pouch for Torka because I think Torka smoked his pipe in here last time, or
I
smoked
did.
his. Yeah,
Yes.
so the spirits would remember that.
Very nice.
Torka will enjoy smoking his pipe.
All right, Soren, Stokel,
Yes.
what are you two doing?
I'm all intrigued by Calpurnia's, very well done writing. I'm intrigued to find out more about her. Her writing's right
And
up my alley. I love it.
and Cole, being perplexed by what he found, is ready to turn in for the night.
Does it
Being
give
exhausted,
Cole? Does it give Cole any kind of hope?
yeah, they all seem hard, so he's got to think about which of these
They
hard
all
roads. Yeah. So he's got some pondering to do, and he's also pretty worn out and still only has 35 hit points. So he's thinking he may take these ideas to his bedtime chores and get ready for bed.
All right. So Cole and Soren, you two head back to your room. Soren, you just take the book with you,
Yeah, yeah.
and you're like, I'll just read this. And
Exactly.
you guys walk in and see Torka and Loomis lounging around in robes, what
Looking
look like
like lords.
very comfortable robes, smoking pipes and cigars, drinking ale. You two see Cole and Soren come in.
You guys look comfortable?
I just blow a big smoke ring.
I'll go ahead and start cleaning up for bedtime as well.
Torka, as you smoke in here
Mm-hmm.
and you blow a smoke ring, the smoke ring kind of collapses and then coalesces back into a large puff, and then that puff takes the form of a giant like 3 or 4 masted man of war, which then suddenly opens fire, boom, 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 off the broadsides.
That's how I roll.
Cool.
That's just that's
Very
just the
cool.
Torka life.
All right. So
Torka continues to smoke and enjoys the battle in front of his face.
it's mm, it's getting later now. You guys are all tired. It's starting to get to feel like it's nighttime. Your internal clocks are telling you it's actually getting kind of late. But
Yeah.
but you haven't been alerted to Calpurnia's return or anything.
Well, Torka's gonna turn in.
I'll turn in
Yeah,
as well.
same for call.
Same for Loomis.
All right, you guys turn in. You get a nice full night's rest and giant comfortable king beds. You get all your hit points
Half my
back.
hit dice.
You get all your hit points back, half your hit dice, all your class features that would recharge on a short or long rest. You get those back, and you have the most peaceful dreams that you've had in a while.
Ooh, nice.
It's a very comfortable stay here,
Nice.
and we are going to leave it there for tonight.
Right.
Night.
And we will pick it
Cool.
back up next week and see if Kypernia returns, and if
Okay.
so, what information she may have. Who knows?
Ah.
Now, you guys took 2 of those large stones.
Yes, we did.
You took one for your confrontation with Shaldor.
Yep.
But
And one is a gift for Kypernia.
the other one's for Kypernia?
Yep. And then
And
we
then
were
some small ones individually
Yeah, a lot of small ones.
Okay.
for lacing weapons.
All righty. Very good. We will deal with that as well next week.
cool.
Cool.
Very good. Well, I hope you guys had a good time.
Yeah.
Most
Yeah.
certainly did.
Every time is a good time when it's up.
Our number 1 super fan wants to say good night to you guys as well.
Would that be Barrymore?
No, that would be Ma.
Ma! Hey! Ma!
She's not a super fan. She's family. What are you talking
Yeah! She
I-
puts the fan in family.
about?
I will give you
Exactly.
guys a little inside info here. If y'all had like wound up wasting a lot of time back in the southern wastes, I was gonna have you guys get attacked by fire giants. So it's a good
Oh,
thing.
wow.
It's a good thing you didn't stick around. But I wanted to. At the same time I wanted to not let you guys get away completely scot free. That's why the dragon blew up the way it did.
Do that.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted out of that place so fast.
We seemed exposed.
Yeah. Right, Hagar? We were going to get our asses whipped there. That's not a place.
I was
That's
ready
like
to
going to
open a
South
portal
Oak Cliff at 2 in the morning on a Saturday. Come
It
on.
was gonna be like every fight was gonna be a boss fight.
Yeah. That ain't right. We all had like between 1 and 25 hit points. Come on.
Oh, you guys could take fire giants. Jeez,
I had 9.
bunch of
And
bunch of
special
pansies.
abilities all used up.
Mhm.
All right. Well, we will meet back here next week then. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Woo-hoo.
I
Night,
love
fellers.
the 4 of you. Good
Say,
night, my
Thank you, buddy.
dudes.
say good night to everybody watching.
Good night,
Good
everybody
night.
watching.